It was a setup. The whole thing was a setup. Sato's probably a mind's right-hand man. He's funding the whole thing, coming up with the technology and everything. But anyway, I know Korra is happy because we all was talking about how, Asami running into the fire pit was kind of too coincidental. Well, it's solved right here today, and it was good. But anyway, it's your boy Mean. Welcome to the channel where anime and manga means more. And this time we're reviewing Korra, The Legend of Korra, episode 7. Let's go ahead and get into this. So Mako and Bolin are officially homeless right now, right? So Korra, she invites them over to, live with them. Now, that's kind of a big mistake, and it's going to be even worse at the end of the episode. But anyway, Asami's like, they're like, no, Asami got us. We're going to stay at that mansion and whatnot. Korra didn't like that. Beifong, she raided Cabbage corpse, right? And they found some equalist papers and whatnot in there. And they think they're part of the equalists. So they arrest the guy, the owner of the company. Then Korra, she runs into Pretty Boy from last time. Remember the wing bats, wolf bats, or whatever? She runs to him. Dude's down and out. He is down and out. He can't get his bending back, right? But then Korra, she goes ahead to Asami's house and whatnot, check on Bolin and Mako, see what's going on with everything. Bolin's in there. He's abusing his little rights, his privilege of being there. He got the butler, drying him and everything, all kinds of. He's crazy. Now, during this little visit, Asami and Mako and Bolin and Korra, they're having fun at this house. And Korra's kind of warming up to Asami, right? But Korra goes to the bathroom, use the bathroom real quick, whatever. She comes out. She overhears, Sato. Is that his name, Sato? I think it is. He got some kind of suspicious conversation going on, dig? So she's trying to figure out what's going on. She says he must be part of the equalists. He messed up. So then she goes ahead to Tenzin Beifong, let him know what's going on, yada, 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 this happening, yada, yada, yada. Asami don't appreciate that. So, during her conversation with Tenzin and Beifong, right, they discovered, she discovered that Sato, before he had got into it with some benders who, I think they killed his wife or something. So they said he got motive. Some benders then they destroyed his life at some point in time. He's got motive to be an equalist. So anyway, they do this raid. They go to his house and raid it. And he's talking about some, I'm not part of the equalists. He said, one of my competitors is down, so I'm going to attack the market. Right? So they said, well, can we search your warehouses and whatnot? Sure, go ahead. They did it, didn't find anything. Now, during one of these raids, Korra, she gets into it with Mako. You're trying to come between me and Asami. You're jealous. You're jealous. They always do that, but you're jealous and whatnot. Somebody there overheard that, and they ain't really overheard the conversation, but they was paying attention to him, eavesdropping, and he gives Korra a note, and it says, meet me at the bridge at such and such time. So Tenzin, Beifong, and Korra, they meet the guy at the bridge. So one of the equalists shows up. He said, I used to be equalist. He's there. You know how they got the little trench coat in like this? That's what he's doing. And he's like, okay, I was a equalist, but he said, I believed in what the mind was saying. Which is, I kind of do too. Me too. I believe in what he's saying because I see these brothers acting a fool. So anyway, he said, but I didn't sign up for this war. I guess he got scared when they started talking about warring and whatnot. He wasn't going to take it that far. So anyway, he says, Sato's got this warehouse. He said he's got this factory under his house. That's where the stash is at. He said he got a stash at the house. That's why you didn't see it in the factory. They're thorough with theirs. So if Sato's really a equalist, that could mean that Amon and Sato set the other guy up. Or he just might have just got hit, that just was a coincidence. He just happened, or the cops happened to find, the dude at Cabbage Court. They might just happen to catch him. I don't know. It might have been his off day, or they could have set him up, to take some of the heat off of them, off of Amon and Sato or whatever. So Tenzin and Lin, they go to do another raid on Sato. He's gone. So they were looking for any kind of, like secret opening, whatnot. We find out Lin, she knows that secret technique that Toph used to use. She sensed it, like she used her bending to sense the area around. She found out there's a tunnel under there, and they said, okay, now let's go ahead and raid this place. The Equalists got some equipment. They got sentinels and everything. That take me back to X-Men. Because, and it's sort of a similar plot to X-Men. You know how you got mutants against the humans? Well, you got the humans against the benders now. I mean, the average person against the benders now. And now they need equipment to face the benders. So they find out that Sato, the snitch, that was a setup. He set the whole thing up to bring him down. He had everything set up to block metal benders. And matter of fact, the little sentinels that they got planned out, it's set up so that they can't bend, bend those. So they roughed the protagonist up, and they plan to send them to a mine. So now Asami, Bolin and Mako, they managed to make it down there, try to save everybody. They get, they get found out by Saito. They getting ready to get roughed up. Asami comes in later on, and she's like, "What's going on, Dad?" And he says, "Remember what happened to your mom? We got to get these benders back for this." He said, "Now join me." And he said one of the things that stand out that he said was he didn't want to see his daughter with a firebender. He said that was the worst part about it. Him going through all this equalist stuff, doing all kinds of atrocities or whatever they do. He said the worst part about it was seeing his daughter with a firebender, right? But anyway, after this, Asami, she switches sides. I guess she couldn't believe that her dad was involved in all that nonsense. She grabs one of those, those taser gauntlets, and tases her own father and everybody else. Gets, manages to save the day, get Tenzin, Beifong, and everybody out of there safe and sound and whatnot. But here's the kicker. Now this also goes with the Mako, Korra, Bolin thing. Asami and Bolin and Mako, they're homeless now. You know what that means. Asami and Mako is going to be living right with Korra, doing their little thing in front of Korra. Now it's going to be even worse. You seen the look on her face. That's what that's for. But also, one good thing about this is we found out that it was a setup. So this whole coincidence thing wasn't really the case. But we found out that this dude Sato, he set his daughter up. I mean, how else did she run into, if the fire ferrets and everything that happened with them was a setup, then obviously he set Asami up with Mako. He made them bump into each other. He said, "Go down this road at this such and such time," but whatever. I don't know, but he made that happen. Now, even though Asami was set up by her own dad, or it appears that way, that might not be the case. She could be in on it, and they just plan to get him at an even more opportune time. We still don't know that. I'm not 100% sure with Asami. Not only that, you already know what's going to happen. After Asami saves everybody, Asami, Mako, and Bolin are homeless still. So they're invited to stay with Korra. You know what that means. Korra's going to not, she doesn't look too thrilled about it. Because Mako and Asami, they're going to be, all in front of her face and everything. All in front of her face, just... They're going to be right there all the time, just in front of her face doing their little thing. So that's going to be a problem. But like I said, this gives me that X-Men type of feel. Civil War, people with powers, people without powers, going at it. Now they even got sentinels, or sentinel-like things to take down benders. So it really gives me that feel. But for some reason, I don't know why, I get uncomfortable. I'm going to be uncomfortable with this show for a little while. Reason being because, like, movies, even though I know it's not real, like, for example, let's say two people is friends in this movie, then they give each other that awkward look, then they start kissing and whatnot. I get uncomfortable. I be like, oh my, it's like a horror movie. I be like this, watching, I'm peeking. I'm peeking like that. I don't know what, or if I see somebody getting embarrassed or something like that, like they'll throw a pizza in the guy's face and he's like in front of everybody in school and he's embarrassing. I'll be embarrassed right with, I don't know why. Let me know if that happens to y'all. But in the comment section, let me know if you think that Asami really did turn on the father, or if it's a setup too. And another thing was, they made Sato to be like this mastermind. He's probably up there with, like, even though Amon is leading it, he's probably like one of the top officials in there. I mean, he's funding the whole thing. He's probably one of the top officials. I mean, he's probably up there. I mean, top, close to Amon, you know, working on the whole thing. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And he's willing to go so far as to, if he did, to use his own daughter, even if it's the other way around. He's got a young daughter that he's got involved in this period. Either way, he's willing to have his young daughter involved in all this nonsense, even going to war. This guy really doesn't like benders. That's what that shows. And so I enjoyed this. And they showed that he was a strategist. You know, just like Amon. I don't know about as good as Amon, but he's also a strategist. And he's in what am I trying to say? He is. I like the fact that how creative this guy is. He figured he got these gauntlets, now he got these sentinels and everything ready to face these benders. He's going in for a strong. You can see this guy got a chip on his shoulder. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comment. Let me know what you think. Rate the video, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.